What is going on, collectors? Optical 20 back for another video review. Today we're going to take a look at another X-Men figure, and I want to just give a shout out to Myla Snyder for hooking me up with all these X-Men figures. She gave me a fantastic deal, and honestly I don't even knew about this figure. Apparently this is Figure Masters Storm Lady, whatever her name is. I don't really know her official name, just maybe Storm, but you know, we'll refer to her as Storm right now. So this is the cover for the box. Pretty awesome. Hot Toys has done this before. They should do it more often. And forget about that backdrop that they give us, you know, the flimsy one. Just use the box base, and you know, it's better in my opinion. They did it with Joker, but as you can see here, this was released 3 years ago. If you're not familiar with this figure like I am, I guess this is the only Storm in the market. Correct me if I'm wrong. Put it on the comments down below if I'm missing any. But like I said, I never knew about this figure, and you know, I was pleasantly surprised. I don't know how much they go for now on eBay. I tried searching the name, and nothing ever came up. It has decent amount of accessories. It doesn't have a base though. That's the only thing. But as you know, if you order third party, for the most part, that is what you're gonna get. You know, a figure with no base. You know what? 3.0 is not a third party, and they still don't have any bases. The good news is it's pretty cheap, those generic bases. So as you can see here, you get a pair of hands, a fisted hands, and kind of like the cast spelling hands, as I would want to call them. You get this cape, an extra one. The one that she does have currently on the figure is a silver one. This is like all black, and this is the hand, which is really tiny, if I might add. And it's a bit of a pain, to be quite honest with you, to insert and remove. Anytime you got gloved hands, which you have to insert kind of fully into the wrist itself, it is a pain. So you need to bust out your either heat gun or your hair dryer to soften it up. And this is the Magneto hands, just to give you a size comparison here. Tiny hands, you know. Apparently Halle Berry has some small hands, and you got two head sculpts as well. And let's take a look at the figure itself. So I'm not quite sure if this is from The Last Stand X-Men or X2, is it United? I haven't seen the movie in a while, and I have no plans. I just saw Last Stand maybe like a month or two ago. It was okay, you know. I didn't really pay attention to the outfit of Storm there. I know she has shorter hair back there, so this might be, so maybe they gave us two options between Storm X2 and X3. But this matched completely well with my Last Stand Wolverine. That's, I would say that, because I did purchase that recently as well. And you know, I was looking for a companion for that, and Myla came along and provided me with 3 of them. So the outfit, if you have that Last Stand Wolverine, it would go well with the Storm. The leather or pleather material that they used, is this one's still holding up. I don't know when she got this figure, and I know she lives in California, so that is it's not humid, but it's a hot area, but there's no flaking whatsoever in this figure. So it is fine. You see that elbow pads kind of joint there. It is being connected. It is separated from the sculpt of the actual suit, so it has some rubber material on it, so you can slide it up and down. And overall, the head sculpt is not bad, I would say. For a third party, the hair could use a lot of work, and they give you another head sculpt as well with a rooted hair. But I'm fine with it. You can see Halle Berry on it, not 100% obviously, but you know it's Storm. That's I think that's what they're going for. They don't want to get sued or anything. Or they just can't sculpt a better, you know, head sculpt. But like I said, I'm not expecting Hot Toys quality when I buy a third party. You're paying half the price, so you're getting half the results. The good news is you're getting figures that typically these big companies wouldn't do because of licensing. So they're able to fill a part of my collection, and I'm happy about that. You know, I'm not gonna settle for something that I don't even, you know, like. So this is the second head sculpt, which I probably won't use. There are 2 different sculpts though, as you can see. It's not like they just changed the hair. Obviously that's the glaring difference between the 2. One's rooted, but as you can see, the hair is all over the place. You know, I have no time to fix this or futz around with it. I just have no patience with that. So I'm gonna go for the rooted hair, and I think that's a better likeness anyway. My wife can probably make this a little bit better, but I don't see myself using this head sculpt at all. So it's gonna go back in the box or in my accessories panel right there. But it's nice. It's always nice to have an option. Back in the day, I would say every figure needs to have its 2 head sculpts. I was saying that back in 2016-17. Obviously, times have changed when it comes to Hot Toys, but I always wish, with the price that we're paying, you know, for this figure, and not this particular figure, but I think we deserve a second head sculpt. Less accessories, just give me another head sculpt so I can play around with 2 different emotions. So when I display them, one neutral, so if I want to put them on dynamic pose, I mean on a museum pose, and one dynamic, you know, like screaming or more angry, that's a must. But this one, articulation wise, you can see the arms can move forward even though the suit is pleather, and typically they are restrictive, and it is a little bit. But if you kind of just put a little tug to it, you know, not me. I'm not really a posing kind of guy when it comes to my shelves. It's too many figures. So, but yeah, you definitely could. Double jointed elbows, double jointed knees out there. It is pleather, so as you know, if you own any pleather materials out there, it is a bit, you know, it would bounce back typically when you start posing them. And here she is, in that backdrop that I mentioned. I like this, like I said, better than the one that Hot Toys is providing, the Deadpool ones, the Black Panther backdrop. I have no problems with them. It's just that the tip always just gets messed up, and this one you can do double-sided, which is pretty awesome. And you can make a use of that box. So, you know, if there's an inner layer or whatever, that's the only problem is once you take this out, you know, I guess you just got to put her in her brown box, the shipper box then. And here she is with the rest of the crew. Looks beautiful, if you ask me. You know, man, I love X-Men. You know, I know they're not the best, even the newer ones, but there's something about this franchise that just keeps drawing me back in, even after all these years. You know, the childhood in me, I suppose, the cartoons, and now the Disney Plus. I just love it. Like this Iceman does not even look like him, but I gotta have him. I have to have him. And there you go, guys. This is the Figure Master Storm, or whatever her name is. Well, again, we'll just let her name is Storm. And I believe this is the only 1/6 Storm in the market as we speak. I don't really know the price on eBay, but for my personal experience, I got this for a very good price. I doubt you can get this for the same price as I did. This is an extreme hookup from Mila. But I would say if you are like myself, who was in a hunt for X-Men figures, and you found this on eBay, if I give you a price range, it's a good figure. It's not an excellent figure, obviously. It's not Hot Toys. Decent enough to put a place on your Storm in your collection. I would probably pay up to $170 for this, and that's kind of like the norm for third-party figures. Anything more than that, you're overpaying in my estimation. But it's all about supply and demand. You know, there's third party who goes for hundreds, like $500, which is Achilles from Pangea. This is not one of those. This is not mostly sought after. But if you happen to, you know, run across one, if you can get it for less, even better. But that's just my opinion. Thank you for watching, guys. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you in the next one.